Power outage is very common and more so in rural areas. In this lesson, we will learn how to keep a community radio station running during frequent power failure, bad quality power, power surges and low voltages.
With a worsening power situation, if there is one electronic device that has become the mainstay, it is the inverter. The inverter draws power from the grid. It converts this to DC and stores it in the battery pack. Simultaneously, supplies to your wall socket, and that's how you get electricity. In the event of a power failure, the inverter takes the electricity directly from the battery pack, converts it to AC and supplies to your wall socket, and that's how you continue to get electricity. However, this process involves a momentary interruption. To avoid this interruption, we can use the UPS, the uninterrupted power supply. The UPS draws power from the grid, converts it to DC and stores it in the battery pack. Simultaneously draws power from the battery pack, converts it to AC, supplies it to your wall socket, and that's how all your devices are energized. In case the grid snaps, nothing changes. The UPS draws power from the battery, converts it to AC, supplies to your wall sockets, and that's how you enjoy uninterrupted power. The one common factor here is the battery pack. If you look at the composition of a battery pack, it has diluted sulfuric acid as the electrolyte. The positive terminal is connected to a series of lead plates filled with lead dioxide powder, while the negative terminals are connected to grills filled with spongy lead. A chemical reaction among these three chemicals generates a potential difference of 12 volt DC. Usually these batteries need to be replaced every 18 months. Nowadays, you also get valve-regulated lead-acid batteries, commonly known as maintenance-free sealed batteries or dry cell batteries. Because of their construction, they do not require regular addition of battery water, but they are less reliable than a well-maintained lead-acid battery. Moreover, they are far more expensive. As you can see, the UPS and the inverter both depend on grid power. With a grim scenario of insufficient grid power, what could be the alternative? Well, the answer comes up every morning: the sun. To utilize this, we need photovoltaic panels consisting of an array of photovoltaic cells. Each cell is made up of silicon wafers, selenium, and other materials. When photons or sunlight fall upon the silicon chip, they energize the free electrons, which then start moving. This generates an electromotive force. However, as obvious, the only limitation of this source is days when there is little or no sunlight. On such days, we can shift to wind power. To harness wind power, we need windmills with propeller blades. The wind force drives the propeller blades, which are connected to an alternator. As the alternator rotates, it generates electricity. So now you have the option of using an alternative source of energy in a hybrid mode. So for instance, you can have solar along with the grid, or wind energy along with the grid. Or you can simply replace the grid with an alternative source of energy. For your community radio station, it would be a good idea to replace grid power with solar or wind energy. A world powered with clean and renewable energy is definitely a better place to live in.